the other person is still going through every day. They still have traumatic episodes. They still probably have PTSD, which are going to get to later. So it's important that when you want to do a report or a story of somebody like that, you ask them, do you mind being called a victim or a survivor? We're still going to get to that part when we're doing best practices for survival techniques, but that's later. But then basically what I want you to get is that sometimes people, even though they went through the same thing at the same time, their timeline for processing it and living is not the same, which is why always have to ask them, do you mind this? Do you mind that? Because everybody is not the same. And like the same okay, because you might assume that since some people like being called survivors, I can just definitely use it for everybody, but don't give power to the interpretation. But then at the same time, the person you are using it for might be like, why is calling me a survivor? I'm not using it for this. Do you understand? They are calling me a survivor as if I'm healed, as if I've gotten over it for every day. I'm still suffering from this thing. I'm still believing it in my head. Which is why at all times you have to act. Show respect, so that you respect the person that you're talking about. That you're not just doing this report, so your name will be out there. Care about their well-being. Which is a very important thing if you are going to be an SDG reporter or even report anything based on the violence. But the most important part for me when doing SDG is empathy. You have to have empathy for the person, for the people that you are reporting about. Because if you are doing it for your own self, I feel like the reason is lost, and I'm not doing it at all. So I'm hoping that with that example that we've understood the difference between a survivor and a victim. I really hope so. Do we understand it? Do you understand the difference between a survivor and a victim?
We understand, but I need more clarification. Because we talk about in this situation we have taken our concept.
Yes.
And one is used for you. The victim or survivor. So it depends on how she finds herself on the trauma or how she really gets out the trauma.
It depends on
I understand that.
Yes.
Let's say if they want to take the legal action, this is not the situation. According to law, it's not yet, what do you call it?
They're not found guilty
until all the procedures are everything. So in a situation like this, I want to follow it up to the court level to make sure that if really is the perpetrator, to get punished so that it will serve as a deterrent to others. As I continue following up the story, am I going to seek her consent of using her name, or I will decide to use the studio name and the victim or the survivor?
At all points, you have to answer that is the whether you are doing whether it has all points, you have to answer. And even if they say that you should use their name, and then you using your own you might have to accept using this person these people for their own good. This name is going to affect their safety. If somebody going to come to this person's house and find them, they say you just things like that. Like I said, you can only think about something like this if you truly care about the person if you have empathy for what they've gone through. But if what they're all about is let me just try to let me get it out there. I want them to be like this. And the person that I suppose is one that your mind is not good there.
Or you want about the consideration?
So, like you said, there's no family. You might not like to think there and tomorrow they'll say that it's not good, right? So, because you've already changed her name and given her a pseudonym, you can assert the person as well. And at the end of the report, you can indicate that all names here are the same for the person that you are talking about. You understand? And if, let's say, if there are different types of report. If you are doing like a long talk, right? That if you are telling the story, then you are going to the mention. Victims name, you are going to the mention. And then it's expected that as well. And how to mention. And give the message. Right? But then if it's like they use reports like that, if they are trying to say that somebody has raped somebody and it's in court, you can just say, so person has alleged. When you are using that alleged, you are free yourself from any, wahala tomorrow. Yes, because they will come and say, this is defamation, I do not do this after all, this one happened, that one happened. Once you use that alleged, you are free. I can break it. But the right to know, you have to save yourself. You are trying to save yourself, but also have to save yourself. Anyway, so I'm happy to let any other doubt or question to yourself.
Excuse me. What are the reasons behind why an abused person would prefer to be called a survivor instead of the victim, despite the fact that it is not fully recovered?
Okay, like I said, they might feel like calling them, when you say victim, when you hear the word victim, what do you imagine? What comes to your mind?
An abused person is this case.
For me, when I hear the word victim, that's it. So, for most people, when you hear the word victim, the thing that comes to your mind, the image that comes to your mind is a helpless person. This person has been abused. This person is helpless. They are brought down by this. They are destroyed by this. Like, it has like somebody that is basically helpless, right? But most people, they don't want you to see them like that. Do you understand? They just want you to still see them as a normal person. They don't want you to see them as the woman who has been raped, or the woman who was beaten by her husband, or the woman who was trafficked to Libya or Dubai, or the woman who her parents married her off at the age of 12. They don't want you to see them as that. But at the same time, they actually do that, right? They want you to see them as a survivor. They might still want that person who did that thing to them to go to jail, but they don't want you to be referring to them as a victim. It makes them feel somehow. It makes them feel like you are telling them that they are helpless and that the person who did that thing has all the power. For some people, they feel like when you call them survivors, you take away the power from the person that did that to them. You don't want to feel like that person is happy wherever they are. So it's more of a personal thing. That's why I say that it's a personal journey. If that person feels like they are at that stage where they feel like I've gotten over it and they want to be called a survivor, by all means. But some people, they will feel like there's no point in calling you a survivor. If you are calling you a survivor, it means that you are saying I've gotten over it and there's no point in pursuing this. Again, preference, personal journey, where they are at different aspects of that thing. It can happen to two people at the same exact time, but they are not going to process it the same way and get over it the same way. So, victim and survivor basically mean the same thing, but then what does the person prefer? And then what are you talking about? Was there death involved? Somebody that was victim to death, not a survivor. That's a victim. So,
better use that word survivor than that of
when you are talking about yes,
and it depends.
it depends. Depends, yeah, on what you're talking about. So, any other comments, questions, confusions? Anything there? Because about so, if you look at you see that after understanding the person between victim and survivor, the next one is understanding trauma. So, who knows what trauma is? Who can? It doesn't have to be a capital definition. What else can come to your mind when you get trauma? Can tell us. But let me talk about it. Okay. That's shock. That's trauma. Any other person? Trauma. What does trauma mean?
Just like stigma.
Not exactly.
A little bit like
Yes.
Reaction.
Yes, that's what we are.